tonight. It's gonna be a best of 3 between Liquid Cure in the top right and Dark in the bottom left, playing for Talon. Pretty sure he's still playing for Team Talon. Oh my god, no. He's not playing for Talon Esports anymore. There we go, man. That contract expired in November last year, apparently. Ooh, so he's teamless currently. Look at that. Dark also a free agent this time. Now, nothing out of the ordinary here. Kind of expecting Cure to just go into that 3cc style, which basically every Terran is doing here. We did see Beyond mix it up recently, that was kind of cool. Reaper coming in here. Gonna try to poke at the Zerg, of course. He's gonna get a Ling, it doesn't matter that much. Maybe he gets a second Ling, but then the Queen is gonna pop and say, no, no, no more, no. And the Reaper has to walk away. Then there's the third command center, this is the factory, you've seen this a lot of times. This is the reactor. A couple of Marines trying to shoo away that Overlord. Oh, he's gonna actually utilize this barracks to kill the Overlord. Interesting. Even had the one Marine on the other side here. Sorry, I was just reading trivia up on Dark. He's a great character, great guy, great performer. A lovable dude and an amazing player. With a very entertaining style as well. Playstyle. I'm just noticing, like, scrolling through this, the last entry that was like a little bit of a bigger entry. Information patch to Dark was 2022. Sorry, 2020. That's like 5 years ago at this point, and he was playing like against Innovation or something. Innovation, yeah, crazy, huh? Now, Banshees, Cloak, of course, 3 CCs, 3 barracks. We do see, next we do see the engineering base come up probably around this area. And then we're gonna see 2 more barracks pop up somewhere. And then we're gonna see the armory pop up somewhere. And then we're gonna see 3 more barracks pop up somewhere. And then the push is gonna start. With all the rest. Oh, we will see a Nidus network. Frickin' Ling Queen Nidus. Let's go. Dark says, man, you can try your 3CCs. I'm gonna throw a wrench in the meta. Not in the gear, into the meta. In the whole meta. He's gonna break the meta cycle. He's gonna throw down a Nidus, but there's already 3, 4, 5 Marines in position. And he doesn't see them. He's gonna probably throw down a Nidus here, and the Marines are just gonna shoot it down, and then it's gonna be done. And he invested a lot into this Nidus. He has mostly units. He's only sitting at 48 workers. Banshees to see this. Is he gonna just frontal Nidus? No, come on. 2 Marines are still here. Very unfortunate here. But he does get a lift on this command center. He does kill a bunch of the workers. He should be able to place a Nidus frontally here. But he is not gonna be able to break Cure with that Nidus. And the Banshees might even just deny this. And I hope for Dark's sake he has enough queens in this. It's not gonna work. He's gonna just lose a queen. He's gonna drop Creep Tumor, but this is also gonna get killed off. He cloaks one of the Banshees only. That's why a Banshee defense is pretty good, huh? Now he needs to transition. Infestation Pit, base number 5 and base number 4. This was earlier, so that's why 4 and 5, 5 and 4. Now, very unfortunate timing here from Dark. And Kyo was kind of ready for this. Interesting that he had that so much at the back of his mind. Now, we just saw it glance over here. Upgrades are way faster for Kyo. Way faster. He's gonna have 1-1, a huge window where he's gonna have 1-1 against 0-0. And that's gonna be a difficult time, because that's usually when the Terran likes to push. So Dark is trying to buy time with the Nidus against this push. But I doubt this is gonna work, because Kyo is already moving out. He's gonna kill the Nidus, who is just load up with like links. Dark is trying to do counterattack, but a quick pull here, only losing 1 SCV. Combat Sheet is ready, this army is slowly moving. Slowly moving into position. A Changeling did see this though, so that's good for Dark. But there's no Banes. This is not feasible. He's on 1-1 and you only have Link Queen. There's Hellbats, there's Tank. There's so many Hellbats. There's even a Reaper still there. He's not going to be able to hold this base. He's actually investing a lot of transfuse energy. I don't know exactly about this. I feel like he still has the base to the north, so he should not try this hard to save it. I think it's okay to generate the image that you really need this base and kind of push. Try to shove against this push, but in the end, he sacrificed a lot of transfuses. He sacrificed a few queens, and he didn't really do anything with that. He did buy some time. And he finally has the Banes. He's getting Bane speed. Bane speed is halfway done. You don't really want to engage before that. He does have +1 upgrades here. At this point, he's not even going into 2-2 upgrades. This is going to be a huge factor, because when Kyo is going to hit those 2-2, he's going to be so more powerful, man. That's insane. Now, Ultralis Cavern on the way. He wants to just jump the tech tree a little bit. He's established this base. He wants to establish this base as well. But that will take him a little while longer here. Tanks are coming to the front, and Kyo is pushing slowly but surely into the heart of the Zerg here. We do have Baneling Speed now done. This is what he was waiting for. 1-1 and Baneling Speed. Can he overwhelm this army? This is so much Terran though. This is too much Terran though. Dark did wait too long. Look at the army supply. We do have 97 against 29. And most of it is queens. The man with guns. Oh, 1 Baneling. Sometimes all you need, 1 Baneling. He does push back this force, but Banshee's coming in here in the north. Spore trying to reburrow here. Dark being extremely fast, but the reinforcement rally coming in. Dark was sitting at so much money, he didn't have enough production. All of his queens were at the front there, fighting. A perfect 10-minute game. It's super nice. Very well done by both players. Plot. Next map will be El Dorado, the city of gold. And we'll hop into the game. Now, oh, just do it like this. Queue us up 1-0 here in the bottom right. Ta-dum. And then the bottom left, it is dark. This is the city of gold. There's a lot of gold, pirate treasures. There's these pearls, diamonds. They're extremely big. But if you look closely, you might notice this is just, there's like grass below, so maybe it's fake. There's also gold down here. And all the gold is in the southern side, it feels like. Let's actually check the north side, even though it's very dark here. There's no gold. Look at that. All of the gold is in this area. Oh, I want to see what this is. Gold. Just screenshot this one. All of the gold is down here. Anki, a man of my taste. That's what I was wondering about. Whisper mistake. I'm sorry. Okay, maybe. This is 2 weeks old. Maybe there's some new information. This is a product of my taste with broken legs, man. No. But, yeah. So Overlord coming in here. Cure might just go for the same strategy again. He's gonna open up with the Reaper, expand into his 3cc style. Why change it? It's so popular, it's so strong. And what is Dark gonna do? Are we gonna see Mutas ever again in any matchup? Mutas like so underpowered, undervalued sometimes, but it's so underpowered as well. There's so many things that are extremely good against Mutalisks. So why even make them? Are we ever gonna see the return of Thors? Except as a counter to Brood Lords. Like, there are those underused units, and those are very iconic units. And it's a shame, to be honest. How could we make the Muta appealing again? By basically removing the Widowmine, I think. That's all what we need to do. Remove the Widowmine, remove the Liberator. There we go. 2 units gone. Or we just remove the splash from the Liberator, or make it even more random. Make it like random, more random. There's splash on the Thor. Why do we need it on the Liberator? Honestly. Now, 3cc, Hellion Banshee. This command center is gonna mine out these minerals here. So he'll open up this path for himself, he's gonna set it up most likely here. He could go for the gold as well. You can kind of do whichever you like. If you want to go for the gold, I strongly advise to only mine out like the top patches and then just lift it and put it down here. So you have like a small path, and which is close to your own base, right? Hellion Reaper starting to poke around, starting to check the creep here to see if they can find a tumor which is exposed. Dark usually does not let that happen that much. Failing nest on the way. Okay, we're starting to mine through this area. Extra barracks coming on here. We'll slowly see the transition. Actually, yeah, he was reconsidering. He was like, let's go here, but then he was like, no, let's actually take this. It's better. It's more money. It's not more money, but it's faster money. And he's gonna do that. Oh, lovely sight here. The Overlord is casually having a talk with 3 Hellions and a Reaper. It's like the start of a joke, right? 3 Hellions, a Reaper and an Overlord come into the bar. Says the Overlord, hey guys, what's up? It's a Reaper, yo. Just here for some drinks, what about you? The Overlord just starts to poop. Something along those lines. So this is interesting, they're already generating some creep there. I mean, maybe he was trying to scare off the Reaper there. With that flood of poop. 4th base on the way here, Dark, completely ignoring the south side for now. Going into his double upgrade, but it's gonna be quite a bit later than the ones from Cure, so there's gonna be a nice window here for our turn player. Banshee's trying to roam, trying to see what they can find. Not having any luck so far, though. And Cure is starting to create a wall here of supply depots. I'm not sure about this. I'd rather see... I guess, yeah, it's fine. And then you please break down these rocks as well. Or the ones better, the ones here. You break down these rocks already. Oh boy. I was talking about this in this very game. Mutalisk. 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 So it's only 7 for now. Ling Mutabane. Can Dark make it work? If you wanna do it on a map, it would be this map. I'm not happy with Cure's choices here, by the way, from those buildings. That supply depot should be here, and he should make a wall from here to there, and then he should destroy these rocks and make a full wall for himself. Oh, he's gonna kill the Overlord. I thought for a second he's gonna kill the rock tower here. But this time there's gonna be something to chase down those eternal drops. Mutalisks were seen as the counter to drop play back in the day in this matchup, and if you wanted to clear out drops, meant you needed to go Muta style. The Mutalisks tend to be very base tradey because they're so aggressive. The aggressive potential is so big and their mobility is so high. You kind of end up in those scenarios a lot of times where the Mutas did so much damage and you force your opponent to just counterattack because you deal so much damage. And I mean, what do you do if you just die at home? You can try to attack because maybe the army of your opponent is in your base, maybe there's nothing at his base, right? So he already kills like 14 SCVs here, these Mutas, in his first flyby through all bases, and that's 7 Mutalisks. They don't have +1 yet. There's gonna be another abundance, another group of 8 Mutas joining in, or 10 Mutas even. It's gonna go up to 17 Mutas. He didn't lose any yet. He already did the damage he was looking for. He's gonna delay this command center here. Another flying with a Mutalisk. Now he does have +1. And he's gonna pull them back. He just pulled back the whole army here. He's gonna snipe a halberd potentially. No, does not go for it. We do see a drone getting killed there. And this is a big flock of Muta at this point. We are looking at 17 indeed. And yeah, now he just needs the engage that he wants, and then he's gonna win the game. He's even going into extra upgrades. +2 for Mutas on the way here. You do see a second drone getting culled there, trying to move through the middle of the map. Just popped up in the dead drone counter. Dark is very light on Banes though. And Kyo's kind of playing this wrongly. He's just standing at home. Look at what he's producing. He's producing medevacs, he's producing tanks, he's producing marines. He's not playing this correctly. So if you want to just keep producing what you produce, you need to go attack. You need to force your opponent to come back. or you need to initiate the base trade. Because you'll lose in the mobility. If you want to defend, well, use units that are actually made to defend meter harassment. That would be namely Thors or Liberators. As stupid as it sounds, but they are extremely good. Now this bust does happen, but it doesn't do too much. I think there was the Banshees here in the north. 20 SCVs have been killed again by the meters though. Now this push is starting to hit the base of Dark. And unfortunately Dark didn't mine this out, but you can mine this with Terran, with mules, very easily, so. He's gonna try to come through this corridor. I'm not sure if this is gonna work. Oh boy. Dark, tiny bit too overconfident, trying to walk through a 1 mineral patch opening. Oh, actually he brought SCVs to open this up. Now, Q is trying the same here. And he's gonna get punished for now, but man, he has Marines for days. He has 70 Marines still left. Now we need to see some good Bane connections, or this is not gonna happen here for Dark. He's down to 11 meters at this point. He just lost 6 meters in that engagement. He's about to get 2-2 here. This is before 2-2, and he is reducing the count that's on top of the ramp from the Marines. So the Marines are dwindling in numbers, and Q's just gonna GG. He said, alright, I'm so low on drones, this is not gonna work out. I cannot kill with this army, I cannot push up the ramp. I'm dead. There we go. And he's gonna give up. Because there's a third map in this best of 3. So Yor has another shot. Defeating Dark there. And he already did in the first game anyway, so it's not like he's trying to reinvent the wheel or anything. Okay, here we go guys. In the top right we are looking at Cure's main base, and in the bottom left we're looking at Dark's hatchery. A man who wanted to have his name attached to the game. He wanted that people, when they think about StarCraft 2, they would think of him. That was his dream, his goal, what he wanted to do as a professional in StarCraft 2. And I think he achieved it. Like, he is one of the guys. If you think of StarCraft 2, you think of Dark. You think of Serral, you think of Dark, you think of Hero, you think of Maru. This time maybe you also think of Clem. Those might be like the top 5 guys you think of. It used to be different. It used to be MVP, it used to be Innovation, it used to be MC. There used to be different games, but times change. It used to be Nesty, right? It used to be a different generation. No, this is the generation of Dark, and he's still here. For how long though? Since he probably has to go to the military soon. I wonder if he can delay this for another year or something, but there's no television going on anymore, so I'm not sure if it's possible. No televised games going on anymore. Third CC, who would have guessed? Reaper's just poking around. Not gonna find too much. Of course, he scouts the third base. He gets some good intel, but there's nothing really to see anyways. It's not like there's a Nidus going up, not like a fast lair, not like a Roach Warren. The time of cheeses in this matchup has been really gone, it feels like. No early pull shenanigans, no offensive Raxes, no 2-base pushes from the Terran. No 1-1-1, 1-base all-ins, nothing really. Which is a little bit sad to see, to be honest. Kind of undiversifying the meta. We used to talk a lot about how the cybernetics core is basically the roughest edge in a game of StarCraft, and especially ZVP, and how stale that meta was. And it's like, yeah, let's go into the Stargate and see where it goes from the third Oracle and the third base onwards. It's basically the same in this matchup as well. We have to wait for the third command center, and we basically have to wait to see how the execution from the 8 racks is gonna work, and how good the follow-up from the Terran is gonna work, and how the defense is looking from the Zerg. That's basically what we wait in this matchup as well. So yeah, meta is extremely stale at this point, and I'm kind of blaming maps as well as the current design of the game. It's not in a good spot. I feel like we need some freshness, we need something new, we need something innovative, we need something... maybe something old, you know? Maybe something old is the key. Something that was there already and was deemed unworthy during a time of a lot of action and unfigured situations. This is the issue if you have a game that goes on very long, which would be the case for StarCraft 2, Legacy of the Void specifically. It's the longest standing add-on from this series, and it's way longer than all the other, eclipsing the others by far. And yeah, that might be an issue. It might be an issue moving forward. I just hope they do a lot of things in the balance council there. Now we do see 1-1 upgrades here on the way, infestation pit on the way rather fast, and he's grabbing the 4th base. Now also going into Baning speed afterwards. 4th base is gonna get scouted by the Banshees. Oh, of course you already saw that one, but yeah. Need to see there's no drones yet. Just grab a drone over here, and that's about it. Trying to establish a small wall for himself. Going into that 5-rack setup at this point. 1-1 upgrades are already rolling. And as soon as we have all of the upgrades coming in, it's gonna be probably like 3 barracks, 1, 2, 3, somewhere like this, and then maybe 2 more depots or something to create a full wall here. Now this Overlord did supply block Dark, and he's going into a macro hatchery, he's going into a hive, he's going into a 5th base. And let's have a look at how much engagement was there before the 5th base is actually attained for the Zerg. Oh, great. Yep. Thank God we got the 12 workers start to speed up the game. Alright, now finally Cure is starting his push. He's coming in here. He's trying to bring the hammer to the table. And Dark's the table. Now we have to wait and see if it's a table made of steel, Titan, or if it's a table of broken wood. So far the engagement looking good here for Dark. He's gonna get a nice cleanup. It feels like the table is a little bit too strong and the hammer was made of paper. The table out of water. That's how bad this went. Now Bailing's morphing in the midst of the battle here. Banshee's coming to the north. There's no vision here, or no spores I should say. So nothing to work against these cloaked units. These Marines have a cool position, but it's not gonna be enough. They just lack the firepower. The next push is gonna come. Oh, I don't know, man. Why would you not stay there and just kill the base while you have the chance? He's gonna move the Banshees. Now he's gonna hit the base, and he's gonna hit the base in the south as well. In the north and the south at the same time. Dark needs to defend both areas. He's gonna lose some queens here potentially. Just gonna place them down there and hope for the best, it seems. Now this base is gonna fall, poof, and the Banshees have been pushed away. We do see a counter-attack here. This wall was not completed. I said you needed to do the barracks in there, Cure, not only depots. Oh, yes. And we have a drop in the base from Dark. Dark is gonna push this back rather easily. He still has units here, and that third base from Cure. Third base is lifted right now. We do see a lot of burrowed units, a lot of burrowed Zerglings, and this army from Cure is not really moving. These medevacs are just hovering over here. Look at the medevac support here. It's 3 medevacs, and then we do have 3 medevacs for 3 Marines down here. This needs to move and join with the main army. 1 Banshee is still alive here. We did scan this area just now, and we do have 1 more link sitting here. Kinda cool. Now Ultralisk's on the way here. Dark is kind of moving into that late game way fast. He's like a bullet train right now, and he's not stopping. Oh my god. Look at that. Bullet train is just running over Cure at this point. He's just running over Cure at this point. He has links everywhere. He killed basically just all SCVs, and Cure's just gonna GG. He still had 102 army supply. Cure's just gonna GG and say no more, no more. No more, no more. This was too much for me.